All right.
Saying waiting for the PsychWard game launch.
Let me see. We're streaming at 30
Oh, there it
FPS.
is. There it is.
30 FPS should be fine.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's fine.
I'm just trying to keep my CPU usage steady. Is all.
Let me get up the browser so I can read chat on my tiny screen.
Yeah. When I
Okay, hello, my name is Markiplier.
when I export the archive, it'll be, they'll force it to 60 FPS. Nobody's gonna notice the difference.
Yeah, I mean this game looks like it runs at 30 FPS anyway. Like
Yeah.
even just on the emulator. Yeah, well, I'll introduce this game. This is IndyCar series for the PS2. Right now, it's actually one of the last officially licensed IndyCar games. There's an IndyCar series 2005, but I think that's just pretty much the same game as this. But there is one coming out. By the guys who make iRacing next year. But right now it's the latest or the second latest. But in a year it'll be the third latest.
I just noticed
Anyway,
something. Hold on, I just noticed
yeah.
something. This is off topic, but Five wrote in the chat where Amico, and it shows that on the stream, but in the YouTube chat it says where friend because of the auto translate.
What really?
Yeah.
No, it says no, it says where Amico on both.
No, no. On my end, I see on the stream on the chat replay on the stream, I see where Amico, but in my YouTube chat, I see where friend. I see the the auto
Oh,
translation.
all right. I'll just do like normal. Uh, do like wait what?
Okay. I don't know. I must have auto translate enabled on my end, so it's translating it from Italian.
What he was here.
So just to get the
Body race.
just to get the obligatory well, I'll hold off for a second because I got to get the playlist ready because this game had some licensed music, so we've had to turn down the in-game music, uh, and I had to get a playlist all set up of my own music to just to avoid any complications. The stuff I have is not the most appropriate for a racing game, but it's all I have at the moment. I'll have to sit down and make a PsychWard Rally House intelligent D&B mix of custom tunes for Racing Game Tuesday in the future because if so many racing games use licensed music that we may or may not be able to actually stream, uh, that at a certain point we'll run out of games. So
Uh, oh no, I'm sorry, but half of these names, like they sound like prank call names, like Rick Treadway, Robbie McGehee, Sam Hornish, Sarah Fisher, Scott Sharp. Uh, these,
these are all real racers, though, right?
yeah, they are.
I love
Ellie
how I
boats.
love I love how they all wear the freaking early 2000s UFO like alien looking glasses.
but I'm gonna go as Billy Bolt.
Okay, let me go ahead and wait for it to load, and then I'll turn on the thing.
The opening race of the IRL calendar takes place here at the 65,000 capacity Homestead Miami Speedway in Florida. Since its first inclusion in the IRL calendar in 2001, Miami's 1.5-mile low-bank oval has seen plenty of fast and close racing, proving popular with drivers and fans alike.
Hopefully my music's being picked up. I tried to just keep it really low.
It's a track that requires your full attention in order to drive effectively.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Going to spend more time in the turns than you are on
Just figured it'd make things a little more enjoyable for any viewers. Like I said, I'll get to work on making some tracks that are more appropriate for Racing Game Tuesday in the future.
As long as we can also hear the game as well, because there's like a lot of commentary here, like about like the Miami Oval and all that.
I mean, I have it at like literally 7% on my player. There's no way it should be louder than the game. But I guess I'll just turn up the stream volume then.
I mean, well, I don't actually know, because I don't really want to like turn up the volume on the YouTube stream and hear my voice as well.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Fi says he genuinely can't hear the game. Well, hold on, Fi. Let me pause my playlist. Can you hear the game? Because there might be an issue with OBS.
Oh.
There shouldn't be, because okay, so yeah, like, what the heck is going on then? That is why did your stream the audio on your stream jacked up again? Okay, let me turn that down because that's annoying. Oh my god. I think one of the issues I'm having here is OBS is doing this thing where even though the audio on my player is literally 7%, it's like amplifying the sound on the audio source in OBS. Okay, that might be a little better. Oh, wait. Go away. God, everything's just getting on my nerves today.
One of those days.
I'll just make a point to keep it in check. There we go. No problem. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it was something where the application audio capture source on OBS, like, even though the player itself was down to near muted, I guess they did some kind of update for the application capture that it's I don't know how to put it. It's just it's not. Like that doesn't really make a difference. It's I have to turn it down. I have to turn it down with the slider on the audio mixer on OBS. I can't just turn it down on the player.
Is traction control on? Traction control is off.
But
That's fine.
since Phi was the first to oh my god, like why does your stream do that so often? Like every time, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's done this for years, and we still haven't figured out why your streams always are quiet most of the time, and then all of a sudden, just the audio spikes to unbelievably loud levels. But since Phi was the first to bring it up, as far as obligatory Amico Tommy Tellerico talk, the only thing I can bring up that came to my attention that I was unaware of until recently was the supposed, I'll say supposed because it's not confirmed that it was him, but the police, the arrest record of a certain Thomas A. Tellerico in San Juan Capistrano, Orange County, California, being arrested in 2018 for hitting his spouse / cohabitant. I don't know. Maybe I know that there was at least 2 Tommy Tellericos in Orange County. Tommy Tellerico Jr. and his father, Tommy Tellerico Sr., who is no longer with us. But I don't think that that was the elder Tellerico, and I'm not aware of there being any other Tellericos in San Juan, who have the same address and are in the same neighborhood. I don't know. This is all just alleged. It's just alleged. These are just allegations.
Alleged, yeah.
These are all just allegations.
He doesn't want him to claim that he made the Queens of the Stone Age song that's in this game. That you're not going to hear because it's copywritten. Rick Treadway, Robbie McGee, Al Unser Jr., Eliso Salazar, Buddy Lazier, Alex Barron, Anthony Lazaro, Felipe Ayrton, George Mack, Buddy Rice, Tony Reyna, Cara Fisher, Richie Hearn, who was beaten by a woman.
I want to make a console to bring families back together. He says 2 weeks after 2 weeks after beating his wife. I don't think a console's gonna bring her back. This is my guess. This is my guess.
I was beaten to the being on the start there.
But man, I really wish that somebody had found that sooner, even if it's just bogus. Just imagine if he was still doing the whole podcast circuit, and all of a sudden,
I've just noticed something.
What?
Like, look at the cars in front. Like, they just turn into boxes, and that's like their way of like rendering cars that are far away.
Mm-hmm. I like your fingers. I like the way the hand looks. Your weird spindly little, like Edward Scissorhands fingers.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Oh. I've already crashed.
For some reason, this reminds me of the Roblox maps that we were playing on.
Well, yeah, because we're on ovals all of the time.
Are you gonna hit a patch of grass? It's gonna make the car just fly in the air.
Nah. The car will do that because the suspension is absolutely messed up.
I love the low poly pit crew.
I love the bit crushed crowds cheering in the background.
Kind of goes with some of the music that I have on right now. I kind of regret not putting a sample of some audience cheers in this track.
Did I also like check viewing as well? What? Oh wait, there. I think they're just fixing something. Finally. Been lapped. Jeez.
It might just be the emulation, but I feel like the graphics could look better for a PS2 game.
Maybe. I mean, it wasn't really the best looking PS2 game. Yeah, you see that car head is just a box.
It really is like Roblox. Do you actually have this game like physically, or you just?
Yeah, I have it. I have it on disc.
You have your RFID card to tap your PlayStation 2
Yes.
and download it.
Sony hates me for having the physical copy of IndyCar Series and IndyCar Series 2005. I have the physical disc for that as well. Shut up! I had to overtake like 5 cars there.
I have a lot of PS2 games now just because of the stuff that I kept from when I was younger, but also stuff that I've inherited from other people.
Yeah, most of my PS2 games are inherited from my older brother.
I with the Switch 2 coming, I mean that's such a like such a heavy price to pay that I feel compelled to find some way to get some of that money back. So I might find some way to sell or trade off some of the stuff that I do have. I probably can just, once I get everything transferred, I can probably get rid of my Switch 1 and get some money back on it. I don't know how it is in the UK or in continental Europe, but I know that Americans have a bit of a reputation for being hoarders. But a lot of times it's not really our fault. There's not really a whole lot of places to get rid of stuff. Unless you're just gonna dump it in the trash.
I mean, here we have charity shops where you can donate, like you can just like donate your old stuff.
Yeah, I mean we have those too. It's just like my PS2 games, for example. I don't really need all of them. I don't really want all of them, but it's kind of like there's no way for me to. There's no way. There aren't really very many avenues, very many places for me to get rid of them and get some money back.
Yeah,
and that might sound weird because of the way the retro gaming market is, especially in the States, but that's also part of the problem. People like overcharge for things, they can't move anything, and therefore everybody's just kind of holding on to stuff that they can't get rid of. So a lot of times I have things like a bunch of PS2 games that I'm probably physical PS2 games I'm probably never going to actually use or play, and I just have to find some way to efficiently store them so they're out of the way, so they're just kind of out of the way and not taking up. Consolidate them so they don't take up too much space, because what am I going to do with them? I don't really have the heart to throw them away. I don't really know anybody who's who will take them off my hands for a fair price. I'm kind of just you're kind of just stuck being a caretaker. A lot of times you end up stuck being a caretaker for stuff that really there's nothing else that can really be done with it except throwing it away, and that just feels like a waste. Just
so sad.
Just adds to the waste problem. I'm probably never going to play that Yu-Gi-Oh! PS2 game on an actual PS2, but I have it, so I might as well just find some place to tuck it away so it doesn't get in the way or look messy or anything like that. And sometimes that's really all you need to do. It's not always about getting rid of things. Sometimes it's just as simple as finding a better way to organize things and consolidate them and take advantage of the space you have.
That has been a staple of the IRL calendar
Yeah.
since 1996.
So if I do still
Phoenix is a popular track among
use
the
Linux,
drivers, but it's not a
I'm still
certain
using
category.
Linux right now.
Beware of the unique dog leg in turn 2, which tends to produce some push or understeer and send the unprepared sliding into the wall. No other track in the season is quite like it, so rookies should take care. Phoenix is a short track, and you will be running with the high downforce short oval wing configuration. High speeds are not an issue here, and the length of the circuit means that you're going to be running in traffic for much of the race. Make sure your car is set up to...
One of the antique malls that has where I got my N64, they might be willing to take a lot of the stuff off my hands. What I would probably do is I'd probably just take everything that I don't want and just be like, hey, you can have this, just give me $10 and like $5 off of a game that I actually want, that I know I'm going to like play and cherish. And you can just sell this online for whatever price you really want. I'll probably end up doing that. Cause I don't mind having some physical. I don't mind having some physical PS2 or GameCube games that I'm probably not going to actually play. It's just I'd rather have stuff that I have some kind of sentimental attachment to, or that is like from a series or is an entry in a series that I value personally.
If I don't think it's like Linux itself. I think there's like some like specific issue, which some obscure issue which I don't know the exact problem for.
Yeah, fine. That's why I'm usually just content to get the proper storage so everything can just kind of be like Tetris blocked, you know, just Tetris blocked away and somewhere where it's just not an eyesore or a nuisance or strewn around collecting dust. But I mean, I don't really need 2 copies of Lego Star Wars on the PlayStation 2.
Am I like things like the MX4 SIO that go for the PS2, or just kind of like jailbreaking my Vita and 3DS have been like really amazing, because I can just like put all the games I want in like a tiny thing that they can fit on like my fingertip.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, I'm pretty content with my Super Nintendo collection right now. I have a flash cart that plays a lot of the basic chip games, not the special chip stuff. I still have a few of my original cartridges from when I was a kid, like my copy of Star Fox, my copy of Super Mario Brothers plus World, Super Mario All-Stars plus World, and the Super Star Wars games, and this Ren and Stimpy game that I got when I was a kid, that ended up being really bad, that make good conversation pieces even if they're kind of junk. But I have some personal history with them. I can break them out and tell a story. And then I have my repros. I have my repro of Donkey Kong Country 1 that I got off of AliExpress that actually works really well, and I played through the whole game with it and has battery save, so it's basically just as good as an original cart as far as I'm concerned. and like I said, I have the flash cart. So I mean that little collection only takes up a very small little tiny bright room container along with my Super Game Boy, which I also have a flash cart for. Not very space efficient. It's not. I'm not drowning in cartridges of shovelware. Everything that I own that's original, I have some kind of emotional attachment to, or some kind of personal history with, and I only really have what I am likely to play at some point on the original hardware. So I think I'm good on my Super Nintendo collection is pretty good. There's a few repros that I'd like to get. I'd like to get Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 repros just to round out the collection. But all of my Super Nintendo stuff barely even takes up a third of a small cubicle. I have no issue with it. A lot of the PS2 games that I have more PS2 games than I really care to have, and most of them are games that I don't really have much attachment to. If I could take like 7 of them and trade them in for I don't know, like $10 and a copy of maybe something like Final Fantasy X, I'd be okay with that. I'm not interested in having a bunch of just feeling like I have a bunch of junk. Like that's why, like, a lot of times when I go back and I look at old videos of Tommy Tallarico's house, he has a lot of stuff that I would like to have, but I'm also kind of disgusted with just how much of it is just covered in dust and strewn around, and how many things just feel unnecessary, even if you're a big fan of Spider-Man. I'm just more of a minimalist. I'm more of a minimalist. I prefer to have less things that I'm going to actually get a lot of use out of. But also,
I'm really drying in here.
Where I have surplus, I very much like to try to consolidate that and make sure that it's just not in the way.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And I don't really, I could try to sell them. I could try to sell what I don't want on eBay or something like that, but it just seems like so much hassle. And even if I'm not going to play that Yu-Gi-Oh game, maybe somebody else will. And I'd rather be sure that I'm giving it to, I would rather give that Yu-Gi-Oh game to somebody for free who I know is going to actually play it and enjoy it, than to sell it on eBay to some scumbag who's just gonna take it and flip it for three times the price, or is never gonna sell it for anything and then just gonna throw it away. You wanna know why? Because I actually have respect for the craft of video games.
Why am I so slow, man?
I am reading the chat. I'm just taking. I have a thought. I gotta finish my thought. Ew. Impatient impa over here.
I can't read the chat because I'm trying to lock in, as the cool kids say.
But I mean, I can go through the PS2 stuff specifically because I have a little more than I really care to have, and I can see if there's anything you might want, and if you're willing to pay me for it, I'll send it your way, and I can use that I can use that money to compensate for the entry fee for the Switch 2. As far as my GameCube stuff, I think for the most part I'm okay with my GameCube collection. I think my GameCube collection is mostly quality.
I don't get these corners right at all.
I do have 2 copies of Spider-Man for GameCube and PS2. I could probably bear to part with one if I or somebody else was going to actually like cherish it and play it.
We needed more front wing.
Yeah,
Ah,
you mentioned refunds from the government. Did Nintendo win did they win a settlement from the Fed over the tariffs? Because if they did, why are they charging? Why can't they afford to lower the price? Why are these people?
I just cannot get these corners right.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2. So I know I have a GameCube copy. I have a PS2 copy, I'm fairly sure, as well. I might have 2 PlayStation 2 copies, actually. I also have a bit of a problem where there's a lot of PS2 games that I have that I don't have the disc for, but I have the case and the instruction manual still intact. And I know somebody would want that, but I don't know.
Still far behind.
I don't know where exactly to go to be like, hey, I got like 10 PlayStation 2 games that don't have discs in them. I know some people need replacement cases. You want these? Okay, give me $5. It's just there's just not a lot of places where you can do that very easily. eBay is your only like option to do stuff like that much of the time and not get scammed, but that's such a hassle and sometimes it's just not worth it. Might as well just keep the stuff, pack it away, make sure it's nice and tidy in a small plastic bright room Sterilite bin and shove it in the garage and don't think about it.
Daytona?
Speedway in Fontana, about 50 miles east of Los Angeles.
No, I don't think this is Daytona.
Daytona. Rush Railway.
The circuit is 2 miles in length. It's a high bank D-shaped oval where cars run the standard lower.
No, it's not Daytona.
You know, speaking of Daytona, if you can get the Sega Saturn emulator to work on your end, there's a lot of good racing games that might be worth checking out on the Saturn.
Everyone is going to be racing flat out here, so make sure your car is set up with that in mind. Also beware that the track is quite bumpy.
Right, I think I need to focus on setup a lot more with this game.
Focus on what?
Car setup. That's why I was suffering in the last race. Uh, let's see, test drive. I'll do the default setup right now, and then I'll just see.
Who is this person in my server that just changed their name to Jew?
Aura? I don't know.
No, it's not Aura. It's one of the visitors.
Okay.
I feel like it might be somebody I know, but I'm not sure. I was just looking at the user list here and randomly found that somebody in one of the visitors just changed their name to Jew. And that's it. But they have the ward tag, so they could be one of our friends who just isn't active enough yet to really get the patient role. I'd have to check to see who that is. That's part of the problem too. Is a lot of these people that we know, they're changing their names constantly, and I can't keep up with them. Like, how many times has PsychWard changed their name? That half the time I'm not even sure if they're still in the server anymore because they change their name every other day.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Aura constantly changing his PFP and his name.
I don't think I'm getting any faster than this.
It's fine. He's not breaking any rules or anything. Just it just kind of is like, huh? That took me by surprise.
Oh. Go to garage.
He's just named Jew. What's the problem? You have a problem with the word Jew?
Racing setup. Oh. If I go to garage, and I think I can. Yes, I can. So that's higher pressures, springs, dampers, right height.
I'm gonna skip ahead one.
Like 2 degrees, 6 degrees. Oh, in. Oh, you can change the toe of like the different tires. So front left, I feel like I'd want a steeper toe for the right rather than the left. I think the gears are fine.
I might I'm not sure. At the very least, I'm going to record some footage of me unboxing it, just so I have that B-roll footage available for any sort of project or whatever I might have an idea for. Because once I get the Switch 2, I'll have like 4 different handheld systems. Well, 5 actually. Yeah, the Magic X Zero DS, the SF2000, GB300, Anbernic RG28XX, Switch 2. Yeah. I don't know, maybe maybe I'll give Tree my Switch 1 if she's willing to pay for it. She'll have to pay for the battery replacement though. I'll replace the battery myself. But I'll give it to her if she's willing to pay for it.
Instantly faster.
I just remember there's a bit of I don't think it was ever in a video that we posted, but I did comment on it, and I think I did record my reaction where I think I did record my reaction where I talked about how the analog nubs with the little colors there reminded me of the emulation handhelds.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was laughing about that.
Maybe go through that corner there. Do one more lap here.
I might have mentioned it in the Roblox racing videos, because that was around the time that they showed off the Switch 1 or the Switch 2. I'm probably gonna work on a compilation of a lot of the Playpen stuff, because I still want to do Playpen, like the pre-recorded Let's Play videos, because I like doing those, as tedious as the editing process can be. But with the live streams now, I have to rethink the format. I'm thinking that maybe we could just every once in a while record ourselves hanging out and playing random stuff, and then I don't know, the Playpen stuff could just be a compilation of different snippets from different games. These cats are snoozing, as they should be, because as long as they're snoozing, they're not pissing me off, and they're actually cute again. My mom was irritated about the Switch 2 delivery as well, because it's coming. It was part of a. I guess they're delivering it in one bulk package. There's some of the stuff for the cat room that we're making, so it's inconvenient for both of us.
Hey, did the game reset my setup? The car feels different again.
Because my mom and I share an Amazon Prime account. Basically, if I ever need to order anything and need it here quick, I just have it ordered through her account, so that way only one of us has to pay for Prime. I love my cats, but they're little terrorists. They're little chuds, little destructive chuds.
Start race, I guess. Right, where am I starting? Not too bad, I don't think.
I could always set up my my personal Amazon account so that way any private information is obscured, so that way I could make a public wish list so people can check it and be like, oh, what does Psych need? Oh, he needs a new external hard drive. Okay, I'll get him that. You got the Ukraine cars up in front.
The IKEA cars.
Yeah, the IKEA cars. Oh no, look, it's deep cut. You got blue, yellow,
No.
red.
Oh, no Splatoon. no Splatoon allowed. No, don't go to the wall, don't go to the wall. Ah, jeez. Ah.
The
I
Intellivision.
really like going on the apron on these old tracks.
The Intellivision Burger Time car is up in front. You gotta pass it.
Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay.
Inside.
I mean, that's literally what the race engineers in IndyCar like say.
Saber, Severely breaking the car. I also need to get around to organizing my Pokemon cards because there's a lot. I have a good surplus of those that I can sell off if I need to recoup some money without making a dent in any of my collection proper.
Of course I had to do that.
I'll probably just look at the sets that I have the most of, put together packs of 30 cards of commons and uncommons, and just sell them for like $4 a piece on TCG Player. Aura was you missed it on Toku Sunday, Fi. You weren't in the stream with your main account, so you didn't hear Aura opening up his Yu-Gi-Oh boxes and talking about how he got like $650 worth of cards out of a $100 box or whatever. He got the $250 card, but he got a bunch of other cards that were fairly high in value. He got more than that. Yeah, I have some enterprises lined up to help us start pulling in some money for the old PsychWard without having to rely too much on donations. But I've just been kind of lazy in getting them started, and just things come up and take up my attention and kill my motivation. That's why I'm irritated about this Switch 2 as well, because I finally got around to getting that Splatoon video I really wanted to do off the ground, and I was, so far I've recorded quite a bit. I'm editing it, and I'm also juggling that with getting the Jedi Outcast review done as well, and you know, one of those is probably going to be out by the 31st. Most likely it's going to be Jedi Outcast. But I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to get the Splatoon video done before Splatoon Raiders came out, but I was trying my best to get as far as I could. So that way it would just be a matter of playing Splatoon Raiders and just incorporating my review of that into the video I've been working on. Which is why I would like to get the Switch 2 sooner rather than later, because it's like, we spent $450 on this. I'm getting something back on it. You know? And the sooner I get it, the sooner I can get to work. But it's going to take me like a day to transfer everything and link up my account and do all that crap. And I was hoping I could just do that today, get it all done, get all the games transferred that I can get transferred, get everything, get on the eShop and pre-order my digital copy of Splatoon Raiders, and then it's like, okay, good, we're good to go. Thursday, Splatoon Raiders stream is ready. I'll get the B-roll footage that I need. I'll get the B-roll footage that I need to add Splatoon Raiders to the Splatoon video that I'm working on in lickety-split as soon as possible. And now just Amazon is inconveniencing us for no reason. And then on top of that, I have some other sort of Discord business drama, if you will. Not really drama, but business issues that's taking up my attention, and I've had to bother Akari and Weeby and Muffin about it to get their expert opinions, and that's taking up time. Just always feels like there's a bunch of things conspiring just to take up my time. I'll talk to you about it later, Fi, because you might be able to provide an opinion on it. It's a situation where if the person is on the level with me, if the person is on the level, they could be a decent partner of sorts. But if they're not on the level, then I'll have to tell them to piss off, which I hope I don't have to do. But it's just one of those things where I was kind of trying to get a read on the person, and then eventually I'm like, I need people who have more experience with this kind of thing to tell me if my hunch is, if I'm being too paranoid or whatever. No, it's nobody you know.
You want to race with 100% AI? You have just unlocked a silver trading card. Visit the album to see it.
I love the faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to, I got permission from the individual to share some of our conversations with others. So I'm just going to Akari and the other girls because they probably have more experience with this sort of thing than I do, to be able to know, like, if I'm either being too paranoid or if maybe if the person is being legit with me or not.
Under the direction of Roger Penske in 1986 and used since then as a testing facility for his team, the track saw its first IRL race in 2002. The Nazareth circuit has a notorious reputation for being difficult to drive. The turns have a banking of between 3 and 6 degrees, and a fast, smooth racing surface can lure you into a false sense of security. The stings in Nazareth's tail are its elevation change of 34 feet, a downhill backstretch, an uphill front stretch, and the unusual nature of its turns. Officially, there are 4 turns, although the track's D shape makes this fact...
Well, it's just because the girls tend to... when it comes to this particular side of the internet, they have a little more experience than I do. The way it is with the PsychWard is that we're kind of a bit of a, by design, we're something of an enclosed space, right? Where everything is kind of vetted. I'm not used to dealing with people from other communities and servers outside of the PsychWard community. Usually the way it is most of my friends on Discord are people who I've met through that avenue in some way. So I just feel I kind of was trying to get a read on this situation. I'm sort of on the fence about something, and I felt like Weeby, Muffin, and Akari probably could tell me, like, look at the whole thing and be like, yeah, you're being too paranoid. This person's not trying to mess with you. Or they could say, yeah, your gut feeling might be right. This something's off here. Because a lot of other people probably don't know this about me, but I'm not in a lot of servers. I'm not active in a lot of servers outside of the whole little, like, PsychWard clique. I'm not one of these people who has, like, 30 different Discord servers that they're a part of. You know, they have their Animal Crossing server, their Miitopia server, their Tomodachi Life server, their League of Legends server, their art server, their goon servers or whatever, their furry servers, and there's just all these servers just lined up. It's just basically I wake up, check out the PsychWard, make sure everything's okay, and then get to work until I feel like I have something to say or something to post, or I have to come in and regulate. The only other servers I tend to be at all active in tend to be servers that belong to people who are friends of the PsychWard, who have brought me in because they think I can help them out as a mod, or because I want to support them. So if somebody from a completely different social circle, who isn't already part of the PsychWard, reaches out to me about a certain something, and maybe it feels a little too good to be true, it's kind of like, I don't know. This isn't the normal process by which I do things. But then, you know, because I'm older, and because of that sort of procedure, right? What's normal etiquette to me might not be taken as a given by other people. Especially if nobody has ever kind of gotten upset about it. It's kind of like the whole issue with anonymity that we've discussed before, where sometimes I've had to explain to some people, like, hey, you're sharing, are you sure about this? You're sharing a little too much with me. And they don't really think about it because they're I don't know, they're 23 or whatever, and this is just how they're used to things being. The idea, like, people find it weird that I don't show my face and don't really give out my real name. I've had people just kind of casually ask me what my real name is and are surprised when I don't want to give it.
It's rough. Yeah, this is a write-off. That corner, man, with that wall. Just...
But you and Fi have probably been audio spike. But you and Fi have probably both been in situations before where the broad strokes seem to paint a good picture, but there's these little details that just bother you, and you need some kind of... Maybe you need some expert opinion to set your mind at ease about those, little details that could be nothing, but could also be something.
I just turned on him. Whoops. Jeez. Come on. I made it. Come on. Let's see them.
Your little spider limbs, little spider fingers, little salad fingers.
Salad fingers, jeez.
Rusty.
I like my rusty spoons.
Rusty spoons.
I hate that wall in that corner. Oh man. Oh, what an overtake. Thanks, race engineer. I get burst. Damn. Oh. There we go.
The 24-hour death race. Whoever dies last wins.
And it's what even better is it's on like an oval as well. It's not on a proper racetrack.
Yeah, just put some guard towers right there to make sure if anybody panics and tries to get out of their car and escape, they'll just get shot.
Well, they don't need to, because like as soon as because the bombs would be like attached to like triggers and the doors. It's like once the driver opens the doors, one or the door, the car just explodes. That's such like a Jeremy Clarkson idea.
We will have a death race every year. Which the last person to die wins. And then Richard Hammond is... Now why would anyone want to compete in that, Jeremy? Well, see, we pull some names out of a hat. Everybody has it snuck into their contract. And their names are put into a hat.
Then James Space thought like, oh, I think this is a good idea.
Well, I think this is a good idea, don't you, Richard? No, it's a terrible idea. And then, I don't know, they'll mention some racer or celebrity that they don't like, and then Richard Hammond will nod and agree that it's a good idea if it means that person's going to play the death race. Which team was your family rooting for the World Cup? For the finals.
Anyone other than not England. Anyone other than England, but I think they were rooting for Spain actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think everybody was kind of rooting for Spain. And the president tried to wedge himself in the photo op, and then they edited him out. They cropped him out.
Well, all like the like right wing talking heads, were they comparing it to that one like communist photo? Where
I don't know. I don't keep up with that. I don't keep up with right wing grifters unless they're talking about the Amico.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
I did hear that the Argentinian players were being sore losers. At least some of them were.
They're clapping, but their hands aren't connecting. Hold on a sec, I'm going to turn on my light because it's getting here. There we go. Oh, Indianapolis! Indianapolis.
The legendary Indianapolis 500.
Finally.
Since 1911, the Indy 500 is the most famous motor race in the world, drawing a crowd of over 400,000 people and a worldwide TV audience of millions.
Well, Richard, well, Richard, I hate to break it to you, but we've already organized the first annual death race, and you're in it.
Largely unchanged since its construction, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway has 4 turns, each banked at 9 degrees, and measuring exactly 440 yards.
And the crowd cheers.
Put together by a pair of long straights and 2 short straights on a rectangular shape 2.5-mile track that fits the boundaries of the original plot of land almost exactly. The unique size and length of this track always makes for a thrilling and action-packed.
I feel like this guy is gonna like start talking about how many like football pitches long this track
which is
is.
designed to filter out the large entry list down to a field of 33 drivers. This is the only race in the season where a poor qualification time could lead to you being bumped off the starting grid. Don't forget, though, that this is a tough race, and victory does not go to the driver who leads the field at the first corner, but to the one who most effectively combines stamina, skill, and strategy. Pace yourself, take it easy, and above all, soak up the atmosphere of the greatest spectacle in racing.
Default setup is alright.
England and France were competing for third place, though, right? Or was it
Yeah,
second?
yeah, I think so.
Did France beat them?
Yes,
No, okay.
fortunately.
Oh, and Fi says that France lost.
Oh yeah, so they did actually. It was England who lost against Norway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So
actually.
Norway got second place.
No, Norway got second place.
I mean, 4-6. That's still kind of good by soccer standards, just because of how soccer game scoring tends to go. If the game gets to the point where, like, it's a tough game, if both sides get pretty high scores, or if oh, okay, yeah, Argentina got second place. I mean, makes sense. Sorry, I'm thinking in terms of, like, I don't know, how the matches are working in my head, because I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, Argentina lost, so they're out. But from my from what I've noticed, it's a really tense game if both sides are getting pretty high scores, or if they're tied until literally the last the last like second of the game, which is what happened with Spain and Argentina. They were just 0-0 for the whole game, and then Spain managed to finally get a kick in. I think I remember seeing that a bunch of people in Buenos Aires were crying and attacking the police. Let's see what track is after this one. This match will decide which country is the best in the world, Spain or Argentina. With all your favorite soccer stars, Arriaga, Arriaga 2, Bariaga, Aluclia, beef salsa.
Ah, damn. Should have had more steering angle there. That's fine, I've got 3 more apps. Or 2 more after this.
You never said it, but you are.
Just gonna stay in 5th gear here.
Alright, Fi. Check you later.
Right, CFI. Thank you for joining or watching the stream. Time that I get.
We distracted him from his work because we mentioned Argentina, and he just
Eh.
blood vessel started bursting in his in his head. He turned beet red. He turned into that yak from the Ren and Stimpy episode at the mention of Argentina.
What? Oh, I was just. Oh, that was brutal, man.
Salazar. Sammy Salazar.
Ah, the balls again. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Was there so much speed there?
Oh no! Oh, dang. Oh no, Chick Hicks is taking the lead. So what else did you have planned for the day?
Well, I.
Oh, that's right. It's like
I,
you'll be going to bed after this, pretty much. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I can tell you that I went out to try and get my wee brother a birthday present, but I didn't find anything.
If he still uses RG28 that you got him last year, maybe you could find something else video game related that might complement that.
Maybe. I can restart races, but I don't want to restart. I just want to do it as is.
It's 20 laps. You're already 4 laps in. Might as well just see it through.
What do you mean I've been black flagged? What did I do?
Oh no, they heard you saying sexist things over the intercom. Been black flagged.
Okay, so I need to set a pen. What did I even do? So am I just gonna... Right, sure. No, you know what? I'm gonna restart the race. That is diabolical. Always, I can't get the start right there. Best I can do there.
The cats. Hi, Butch.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I turned in too early. You really don't want to do that. You don't want to get in the grass too much.
Yeah.
But someone's like, whoa!
That cloud graphic's a little weird to me.
Oh, for goodness sake. To fight this. Not getting this 7th place easily.
You're gonna start tearing yourself apart like the guy in the Running Man segment of Neo Tokyo.
I mean, that basically was like a futuristic IndyCar race.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh. Somebody died. People are dead. Wouldn't a race like that just completely shut down, or wouldn't a crash like that completely shut down the race?
I don't know.
If they're piling up and a car flips and it's... I would think that everybody would be would have to stop.
Okay, you're gonna get that. Why are you refueling the car? Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, I found my I actually found my old PS1 memory card from when I was like 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old. I don't know if I'd be curious to see if I could at least get the PS2 working just enough to see what's on it. Let me see. I'll post a picture of it in in the Discord.
Oh, the humanity. There's so. Oh. You know what? I don't care about damage at this point. I can still turn left, that's fine. And I don't think this game is advanced enough for the suspension to rip itself apart over time.
I think I heard your dad or one of your brothers in the background, and for a minute I thought it sounded like Phi when he's up from his computer. I was confused. I thought somehow Phi had teleported into your house.
Whoa! What?
Oh my gosh! No!
Jeez.
It is just
Oh my.
it is just like Roblox racing.
I need to get a. Hold on. Gonna get a replay.
Yeah, that'd be great. Damn.
Then I get hit again. Jeez.
Everybody's just killing each other. It's a madhouse.
Fucking in slow motion. I don't even know what car like caused that there. Oh, there's that car. And then he comes there. And then maybe not. I have no idea what this crash is, so I'm just gonna how do I get out of the replay? What was
I gotta use the restroom, so you're on your own for a few minutes. BRB.
I think I've broken it. Well, I don't think that's meant to happen. What have I done here? Okay. So I think I've actually no wait. How do I get back to the... Yeah, I've no idea how to get back to the race. So select does nothing. Start pauses it. R1 takes away the transport controls. L1 does nothing. R2 does nothing. L2 does nothing. R3 nothing. L3 nothing. X is transport. Square is transport. Triangle is transport. Circle is transport. So. Oh, why am I being added? Right, how do I fix this? Oh no. On the YouTube tab, I want this. I need to hold in one of the buttons. Okay. So, what? Right, I'm gonna need to search this up. IndyCar series PS2, I cannot get out of the replay. No, that's for cheats. General tips. No. IndyCar series garage qualifying. Masterclass, lap record. How do I get out of the replay mode though? I'm stuck in the replay mode. pressing everything. If I keep pressing triangle, nothing happens. Triangle and circle together. Triangle and square. Triangle and cross. Start does nothing. I use the D-pad. No, D-pad does nothing. Well, D-pad does that, which I don't want. I mean, it's still going. I wonder if I'm just out of the race then, if I can't get out of the replay. Ooh. That one's me. I know that for a fact. So how do I get out of the replay?
I'm back.
Still can't figure out how to get out of the replay, so I'm just stuck in the replay mode.
You don't know how to get out of it?
No.
That-
Okay, the start button is for play pause. The triangle button, which usually would be back, is one of the transport controls. I've tried every single button and nothing has worked. I mean, I can slow down the replay there, but that's...
What about L3 and R3? What about like pressing in the analog buttons? What does that do?
Nothing.
Select doesn't do anything.
So it doesn't do anything. It's shown on the transport controls, but it does nothing.
What about R2, R1 and R2, the shoulder buttons? Have you tried pressing all of them?
So R1 does that. L1 nothing, R2 nothing, L1 nothing. Jeez.
Try pressing R1. Press R1.
Yeah.
Now press start.
It just pauses it.
Did you try pressing start and select at the same time?
I just did there.
Okay. What about pressing all the shoulder buttons at the same time?
R1 and L1.
Yeah, all of them at the same time.
Oh. Oh, you know what? I'll just reset the game. Go. What did I just?
What'd you do?
Oh, I
Listen-
guess I pressed select. Okay, so I was pressing the wrong select.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. Well, on my controller, there's like a capture and home button, but then there's like two buttons above it, which I assume are the start and select. One of them is the start, like the sort of top right, with like the hamburger icon, but the capture button in the middle is the select button. Just gonna restart the race.
Oh, are you using a PlayStation 5 controller?
No, I'm using a GameSir controller.
Oh, okay. Let's skip ahead with this turn. It's funny, you're just stuck on the replay the whole time I'm in the bathroom. Trying to... Vroom. Vroom, vroom.
No,
No.
I'll drive with the damage. How about I just don't crash and then just wait until everyone else crashes and then I'll win?
How about you just win? How about I just win the race? Also, do you like the little hot box that I put you in for the thumbnail?
I haven't. Is it the Civic?
No, I just tried to make it look. I used the 8.6 as the reference, but I tried to make it look like a generic European pleb car, I guess. So you're catching up. You're catching up to my my GT in a little like Italian car or something. let's see what's since we're reaching the end here. Let's go ahead and look up what's going on in the gaming world today. See if there's any interesting news to talk about while you finish up your race here.
Yeah, the Indianapolis 20.
Let's check. Okay, Comic-Con's starting this week, so there should be some interesting announcements there when that happens. Final Fantasy X 25th anniversary trailer. I don't know. Go to news. Some Halo campaign
Shut up
evolved.
about the damage.
Halo campaign evolved, added to Xbox. Splatoon Raiders overview trailer.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, man. I will win with the damage rate suspension.
Wuthering Waves Elysium animated series announced.
Damn it, and he itch my nose.
Final Fantasy XIV Mobile to end
There you go.
service on September 30th in China. Global version canceled. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of interesting video game news happening right now, other than I guess
come
Splatoon
on.
Raiders coming out this week. Longresser Sea of Sword announced for PC, iOS, Android, and more. New Longresser game. That's interesting for me.
Oh, man.
Oh, the Dusk Bloods closed network test set for August 21st to 23. It's a shame Fi isn't here. Make him angry about that.
Yes, first.
Digimon Up.
I can use the back marker to my advantage.
Pal World version 1.0 launch trailer. I wonder if the graphics card I have now it might be able to handle Pal World. I'd like to get back into that. I thought Pal World was fun.
Yeah, it's all right. And like the 1.0 version is out right now.
Yeah, so it's pretty much out of early access. Wasn't it in early access for the longest time until the 1.0 version came out, or am I mistaken?
It was in early access for a while.
And maybe we can have a special PAL World stream if I can get it to work on my computer.
Oh man, it's quite a tense race here.
Only 5 more laps.
Oh man. Laps to go. Keep him on the outside, I might have a better chance here. Laps to go. Yes. Oh yeah.
Finished. You did it. You won the Indianapolis 20.
Congratulations, you just won the Hard Charger Award. You've just unlocked the silver trading card. Visit the album to see it. Won the Indy 500. It's actually the Indy 20.
Look, they're so happy for you.
I know, look at him.
Just bursting at the seams with excitement. Congratulations.
They're clapping so much that their hands aren't even making contact.
Her hands look like little flippers. Billy Boat.
The impressive Texas Motors
Oh man, those people.
complex in the U.S. seating 154,000.
Ew.
It's the only track to be visited twice a season by the IRL.
Look at them.
The length, width, and high banking of
Those
this track
spectators, dude. No. No, get them out of here.
cars reaching 220 miles an hour and pulling up
Well, do you not love JPEG people?
They're-
wing configuration. Texas is one of the most exciting tracks to race on and ranks as many of the IRL drivers' favorite circuit. It also leads to some very close finishes. The first 2002 race at Texas led to Jeff Ward's record-breaking finishing margin of just over.
All right, Nath. If you're good calling it here, then we can end it, and I'll
That's fine.
we'll make sure next week is more robust. We'll start a little earlier, and I'll have a game lined up that I can play, and you can have a game lined up that you can play, and maybe we can finally get around to doing something with net play. I just this week wasn't really too good for me. I'm still kind of doing stuff around the house and trying to get some of the videos done and all that, so I haven't really had time to sit down and draft a comprehensive plan for Racing Game Tuesday. But hopefully this will be hopefully this will be enough. This will make a decent archive in the future. So yeah, thanks to anybody who joined us this week. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow for Retro Game Wednesday. I'll have a new archive up sometime this week, either Thursday or Friday. I'm still kind of, because I have a bit of a backlog of archives, I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to schedule them, because exporting them, re-exporting them takes a while. But there will definitely be one this week of a previous RGW or RGT. Yeah, so thanks to Phi and anyone else who may have been watching, and we'll see you later.
I see, like and subscribe, hit the notification